You know, you've been practicing law for, 30 years now. How has it changed in that time?
Yeah. Well, when I started practicing, we didn't even have voicemail, and now everything's on technology. I mean, it has really changed. But what I've seen is I've changed an awful lot. I wouldn't know that person that started practicing in 1990. You know, what I've come to see as I've gotten older is that there's two halves to life. The first half of life, we have to build our resume and build our ego, and then all those things that work in the first half of life don't work in the second half of life.
That's a great point.
We have to learn to surrender and forgive and let go. And what I found, in 2007, 2008 timeframe, I wrote a lot of letters to people saying, you know, had I been in that situation today, I would handle it much differently, because I think we all have to grow.
Sure. And in the second half of life, back to your point, you start to experience loss, you know, family members, what have you. There's more suffering, I think, and you have to learn how to find the wisdom and knowledge to navigate that as well.
Yeah, and I think we all know people who have like one or two answers for everything. I think what we want to become is a person who can, a real elder who can hold it all together, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. What led to this change in you?
You know, the turning point for me was, you might call it a midlife crisis, but really it was something of a crisis of conscience. I had experienced two precognitive dreams of people dying before they died. I dreamt that one of my mentors, who I cared deeply about, the night before he died, I dreamt about it. And then someone who was so important in my career, really central to my career, I had a dream about a family member of his dying before it happened. And I didn't believe that you could dream about things. I didn't think time was a circle until then, until I experienced it for myself. And when I had those two dreams of death, I had this intuition that thankfully I was wrong about, that I was going to die real soon. And so what I saw, I kept death very close to me for an extended period, and what I saw was that some part of me needed to die off so I could become something new and different.
Yeah, it almost sounds like deja vu in a way, what you're describing, somewhat, or no?
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it deja vu. I think it would be letting go of the parts of me that weren't serving me and growing, I guess. I mean, I think growing's painful. Yeah.